Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, so it is time to get right back into our latest show, Kaleidoscope. And the two coming down this crazy rabbit hole with me, of course, the one, the only AK. What's good?
What is going on, my brothers? It is lovely to be here.
Oh, free my G. What does that say? I can't say. Oh,
Free my G Ava.
yeah.
Because I know you're going to try to talk some more shit about Ava, man.
I mean, with this episode, there was a
Free
scene.
my G Ava.
There was a scene, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
shit, did DJ just call it?
I'm telling you, corrupt. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what she's selling.
If I hadn't watched it already, I swear I will bet you $10,000 that I don't even have right now.
Oh, man, I'm
If
telling you.
Leave Ava alone.
This episode has me just questioning all.
It's a lot of zingers and red herrings in this episode.
Oh,
It's so good.
It has me going ham. It literally had me like me and the Giant Tamer had to go back and watch the first couple episodes. Just
wait. Double check the notes.
you know, what I'm saying? Like, wait, did that happen? Is that who that is? And is this like I was all the way back? It's got me full meal down the rabbit hole. Like now I'm thinking. Remember when when Judy had to go to jail to get Bob out of jail from the lineup? Like she had to go and testify or whatever. So how the hell did Bob get back to the bar before her? Like she would have been able to just walk out. He would have had to have been processed out, everything else. I'm just like, how did he get out before her? And you remember when she walked in.
And where the fuck was she going?
And when she walked into that bar, he's like, give me a second, babe, and blew her off because he wanted to talk to this person about something. So she just got this man out of jail. How did he get to the bar first? And who the hell is he talking to that's more important than the woman that just got him out of jail? Now you go to the point, who else was there? She went to go, Giancarlo Stan's already there for her to have a meeting with. And basically, Bob just invites himself in. Nobody invited Bob. He's like, what about Bob? How are you going to invite yourself in? Nobody talking to you. So what if Giancarlo, he seems to be 3 steps ahead of everything already. What if he's the one who put somebody at the bar to talk to Bob? So basically, when it comes down, Giancarlo, he just seems to be so far ahead of the game. What if he already knew that the off-track betting place was going to go out of business and they were going to need a quick place to make money? So he already had somebody at the bar tell Bob about, hey, if anybody needed a quick cash, there's this Diamond Row place you could do. So now all of a sudden Bob invites himself in. He's like, oh, wait, nobody else has any ideas? I got one. Here it is. What if Giancarlo put that guy at the bar to put that in his head? Because this whole setup, I'm like, why is Bob even here? This is
we already have a precedent for that. Remember? When they're breaking down the whole thing. And it says, this part we can't get past unless you put a back door in. Did you put a back door in? Did you tell them about the back door? Y'all, I put a back door in. How many years ago was that?
Yeah, 7 years ago or whatever.
That's the level of thinking this man is on.
Exactly. So you think he's going to let a Bob come in and fuck up everything? Like, I think he brought Bob into this just to kill Bob, to get rid of Bob, so his man Stan can hook back up with Judy and get the girl.
Yeah, very much. That's
possibly. I don't know if he would go as far as the murder, because really, Bob ain't really do no shit that was that fucked up to him. Maybe try to handicap him somehow and put him out the game. Maybe. I'll definitely say that. But to just outright want to maliciously kill him just because he took home homie's girl. I don't see that in there.
No,
he's got a code. That doesn't really fit into the code.
Okay,
so for me, he needs a scapegoat in all this plan. I think that's where he comes in, though.
Yeah, see that I would buy more.
All right. What's up, Jay Cruz? I see you out there. What do you think about all this madness? I'm thinking that, okay, maybe he doesn't want to kill him. Maybe he knows, he can't crack safes because he's got the whole Parkinson thing going on. His hands are shaking. He needs a safe cracker. So basically, bring in this dipshit. Maybe that wasn't even one of the guards that shot him. Maybe that was somebody that Giancarlo just had planted there to come in, shoot that man in the hand. So now he has to teach Baby Huey how to do it. And now they can use Baby Huey to get crack the safes and just ditch Bob. They got to know Bob's going to double cross him later. Nobody's trusting this man.
Or Bob is just such a fuck up. I almost can't even see past the actor that's playing him sometimes, because I just remember when they were really trying to make Guy Courtney happen in Hollywood. Dude was in everything, but everything was so mediocre in how he played some of those roles. And now he's back here, looks like an even more swollen freaking pin pushing. Just, bruh, sit down, please. You're not doing yourself no favors. Every other big star that has come on Netflix has knocked the shit out of the park. What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. Like I said, this last episode it sent me all the way down the rabbit hole. Like I was starting to ask all kinds.
It's a lot.
Oh man, Jake says Bob is annoying. I hate his character. I think he's supposed to be the heel of the show, but
I think least favorite character.
I think he's a plant. I think that Giancarlo was already way ahead of this. He had whoever was talking to him at the bar was the one that put that idea about stealing the diamonds in his head, and I think Stan's the one that put that man at the bar to talk to him about that. I think he set this whole thing up. And that's how
he was smashing homegirl in the back. I'm like, what the hell? So he just smashed homegirl in the back, and everyone kind of really
right. Y'all couldn't even go upstairs or back to your little shitty hotel room, wherever the hell that is.
That seems out of place. And are we buying Judy? Like Judy, she's like, "Don't scare me. You're scaring me." Like, is she just scared of this man and wants out? Or
son, I was thinking that same thing when I watched it the first time, and I was thinking it tonight. How many times has he quote unquote scared her? Mm-hmm. And for what reason? Because if you really got upset over some lame ass joke, like bro, you already got the girl. Right. You don't have to be out here trying to swing your dick around.
Yeah, what's really going on? So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm dope. I got both eyes on everybody. I don't know none of it. I'm watching.
Yo, you need three eyes on some people. I don't say who. Just it's hot. I can't wait till y'all get there.
Like I said, some hot takes are coming because, like I said, we went back and rewatched it, and I got some questions. I got some theories, and we're going to talk about it. Kaleidoscope Blue, 5 days before the heist. And we start with Ray explaining to his crew that Roger Salas is not who the world thinks he is. His family doesn't even know who the real man is. And, it really has me thinking, just exactly who is this guy? Who was he in his past life? Was he a murderer? Was he a thief? Was he, just a huge con man? Who do you think this man was, Phantom?
All the above, man. If there's a box, all the above.
Ain't nothing good. He explains in order to take this man down, it's going to take several jobs, timed just right. And if the first job doesn't get done, there is no job two. If you really had such an intricate job where the timing had to be just perfect, are we really letting a Bob be part of it?
I know what? I feel in this plan, so yeah, I'll let a Bob in it.
Not even really a scapegoat, but they technically don't need Bob. If Giancarlo, if he really wanted to get it done, he could, buckle down to get it done, in my opinion anyway. But what they need is his girl. Mm-hmm. So if she says, I ain't doing nothing unless my man gets a cut, they have to take him.
But that never happened.
It could be that simple. It could be that simple.
It was Bob who walked his ass in. What about Bob? We're a package deal. What about Bob? Man, what about Bob? Fuck Bob. Beat it. Nobody wants Bob. I was like, shit, what about Bob? Take your ass back to the other side.
Except her, apparently.
Nobody invited you, her. And she didn't say anything about it. She never said anything about a package deal. He jumped in and said, we're a package deal. He jumped in and said, what about me? He just invited himself right on into this whole thing. And
especially when you hear what she wanted to do with the money, I'm like, wait a minute. Exactly. I don't even hear Bob in there.
Right? I didn't hear nothing about a Bob. I did not. And also when Baby Huey was talking about it, I didn't hear nothing about a Barbara. And I didn't hear nothing about his mom. I just heard something about wanting to kick it with that someone special. We got to talk about some things. I'm telling you, I heard some things in this one. I was like, they are setting some shit up. But speaking of that, we already hear how he's ready to go sideways and screw over the whole crew. Bob is no good. And this just got me thinking, like I said, Ray is always 3 steps ahead of the game. He would have to know someone like Bob would be ready to screw him at the drop of the hat. So why trust it? He wouldn't. So like I said, what if he only let Bob in here to get rid of him so Stan can hook back up with Judy? Is that pliable at all? Possible?
I don't think that would be the sole reason.
You don't think that's it? I don't know. They were cellmates. He said he wanted to marry this woman. He's all hooked up. Then he ended up having to stay just so he could get out. Ray might think he owes him.
But you remember though, he was the first one to tell him bro, you don't know that shit.
Yeah, that's
so I don't think he would go that far just for her.
The man wasn't even paying attention when Ray was laying out the plan. He's sitting there watching a game on his phone.
The fucking game, bruh. Are you trying to get paid or what?
This man cannot be trusted. He is not true, is what I'm saying.
I thought he was going to end up playing Candy Crush, but nah, he's watching some sports game, whatever.
You know what? That would have been totally believable to me if it did happen that way.
100%. And after hearing just how difficult this job's going to be to pull off, would you still chance it for $1 billion, Phantom?
A Billy? Of
A billion?
course.
What kind of question is that? That's not even a question. That is not a question.
Come on now. A Billy? Just let me know what I have to do, man. Just let me know.
Seriously, that is a headline.
Have to do is go to jail for the rest of your life, or get killed. Like, I don't know. I mean, everybody has a number, but this job sounds.
Billy is the right number.
This whole story started out with a dude faking his death, to make sure that this plan comes to fruition. I think being dead would work out just fine if done in the right way.
There you go. All right. Oh man, why is Ray so short with Roy Jr. when he came in and hooked it up? Like Ava was like, the boy just wanted a kind word. Like, was his head just caught up in the job, or is there something more to it? And he's not really trusting Roy at this point. Like Ray just seemed a little off with him.
Nah, I think he's just got tunnel vision.
Yeah, he just got found on the job. That's what I was thinking, but that was kind of weird. Like Ava was just all over it. Like, oh boy came in all excited. He actually got the job done. It wasn't easy. Got people pulling guns on him, and Ray's was like, yeah, put it and get it. Like he didn't want anything to do with him. I just thought that was a little weird. Why they show it like that. And speaking of something more to it, who the fuck was Ava talking to on the phone when Ray walked outside? Miss Ava's all perfect.
Free my G, Ava.
Shit, I ain't trusting this girl for nothing. Not for nothing. Who was this girl?
Came around, really hung up. She was like, gotta go.
Right? Real quick. And the fact that Ray didn't be like, who was that or who you talking to? Like, he just like let it go, tells me that he already knows that she's a double agent. I do not trust this woman.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't trust this woman. I got both eyes on her at all times. Who was she talking to? She was saying, I can't give you information that I don't have, which means she's an informant. Is she the mole that the agent, the FBI agent was talking about at the end?
Is she an informant?
Is she
how does that phone call prove she would be an informant?
It doesn't.
Maybe that agent tried to call her and she's like, bitch, why are you calling me? I don't got what you need. Bye.
Because they made it sound like they've been talking for a while and like, okay, where's my information? She's like, how?
They've made a lot of things sound like it's been happening for a while.
I don't trust it. How about you, fandom? I don't trust it.
I'm also trying to debate how long has it? Oh yeah, it's been 7 years, right? Because the previous episode was 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's because of this time skip. I'm still thinking she could be maybe during those 7 years she got something on Ava. If she is the informant and maybe possibly feeding information. I don't know. I'm 50-50 there.
We gotta figure this one out. But yeah, I don't know. She's talking to somebody and she's giving information. That sounds like informant. Is this woman the mole? It's like, yeah. And like I said, I still don't trust the fact that when he's like, how of all people, how could you let Roger Salas get a hold of my daughter? And she just comes back with that lame, oh, I'm not, I can't watch her every second of the day. She has her life, I have mine. Like, wait a minute. You are
That's not, how is that lame?
Because she knows every detail of everything that's going on. Like, but that thing you didn't know, come on.
Listen to who we're talking about, though. This is this man's daughter. Yeah. She has a lot of the same traits that he does. Do you really think she would not be of her own mind to do whatever the hell she wanted to do at any given time and would just listen to Ava?
But Ava would also be well aware of what that mind was thinking and doing and would be on top of it. And the fact that she's acting like I didn't know is bullshit to me.
Nah, man. Okay, especially that she's grown, like for real, her grown woman right now. Nah, I'm not putting that on Ava at all.
Oh man, let's jump down another rabbit hole though. Who do we think? We kind of skipped right over it the first time because it's just such a small scene. What's up, fandom? Who do you think got Hannah pregnant? Who's baby daddy?
I thought she just went to a sperm bank.
Why did you think that?
Wait, which one's Hannah?
The daughter, Ray's daughter.
Yeah, I thought she just went to a sperm bank and just,
No, because remember, she said specifically, I thought he'd want to be a part of it. If he doesn't want to be a part of his life, then da-di-da-di-da. So that tells me there's a baby's daddy. Because when she was talking to her roommate, she was like, I thought he'd want to be a part of it or whatever. Acting like the guy didn't have anything to do with her.
I mean, that's the same thing with sperm donors, though, too. Like, they have an option to somewhat be part of it.
Do they?
Do they?
I thought they were all wrong. I have no idea. But
that's news to me.
And again, I saw a movie about it, so I don't know how accurate that movie is.
Yeah. I don't think that movie was accurate, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe not.
Because it was that one movie. I forgot what it was, where literally this guy doing a bunch of sperm and literally had like over possibly like 50 kids, and he signed away his rights to it. But then the kids found him. Wait, hold on.
I think I did see. I kind of remember.
I think I know what that story is. I don't remember the name, but the number was, I think it was more than 50. It was closer to 100, I want to say. And but the reason they had to contact them and get all of the records is because they don't want to. There's so many of them, they legit could end up dating each other and not know that they're related. That was the key thing in that story. It's freaking crazy.
Absolute insanity. But so I'm thinking, after watching this last
Delivery Man, there we go. He had a bunch of kids.
Oh,
it was crazy.
Delivery Man.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. So what did you think, AK? Did you have any thoughts about it, like who it might be?
Not really, because it doesn't come up too much anymore.
No, it was real small.
I don't think. Yeah, it's a real small scene. I don't think that dude's important.
You know who else had a real small scene? Rogers and his wife's son, who's came all of a sudden, like she was like, he doesn't want to go to school next semester, and he's like, why should I? I'm not learning anything. Just a real random quick cameo. I'm like,
entitled as hell.
Yeah, I'm like, why did we get that scene? And then I'm like, oh my God, what if Hannah and Roger's son are that's the baby's daddy? Like, what if that's his daddy, and that's why he doesn't want to go back to school because he has to go to work to take care of this new baby he's got?
What the fuck you mean go to work?
Well, I mean,
see how rich his daddy is? He can sign checks and not need to do shit.
Or just want to be there with his wife. I don't know, but I just like, why did they throw this guy in randomly? Like, who is he? Like, that was just an off scene that we really didn't need, which means he's going to have to tie in somewhere somehow. And I was like, oh, what if that was Hannah's baby's daddy? Because that was a real small scene. Kind of throwaway scene too, like you know me, I'd be nitpicking everything. You're showing me something that's kind of.
I don't think. I mean, he might come back later, but I do not think he would be the baby daddy. His whole demeanor in that scene, how entitled he came off rip like that. I don't think that's the type of guy that Hannah would go for.
Yeah, that's why I think the way he's all entitled and me is like, and then if he doesn't want to be a part of his life, I thought he'd want to, but if he doesn't, then Daddy does. Like, he kind of seems like the exact guy that she was talking about. I was like, oh my God, is that gonna be? Like I said, man, I'm going full bore all the way down. Like, what are they telling me? What does it mean? And let's get it. Yeah, last episode I was already sus on this girl being a double agent, and now that she's whispering to somebody on the phone, there's no way. I'm like, telling somebody there's nothing to report. I am keeping all eyes on Ava. That's all I'm saying. Now. Both eyes. And the fact that Ray didn't ask who she was, like I said, that just tells me that he knows that she's playing both sides. He's already ahead of the game. But why does Stan seem to hate bees so much, fandom? Like, did he have an episode in prison with them? Because I remember when he told old boy in the kitchen the honey and the bees was his responsibility, go get some. Like, he didn't want to go anywhere near them. Like, is he allergic, or like was he just? He was straight angry when he got back with them bees, tossing them keys to Ava, saying they're your problem now. And then he's like, walks away saying fucking bees under his throat. Like, what is this man's problem with bees, fandom?
No idea. You're going down like some tinfoil here with some bees. So what's the angle, DJ?
I'm saying, like, why did they have this scene? He came in heated about bees, and the only other time we heard about bees was in jail, and he didn't want to go out there and get that anyway. Like,
maybe it wasn't the bees. Maybe he's just using that to project.
It could be. It could be. But when he was walking away, like, he said fucking bees under his breath, like telling me he hates bees for some reason. What is this man's problem with bees? Like, is he allergic and he didn't want to deal with it? Or I don't know. It just seems like there's something more there. But again, why did they show me this scene if it has no meaning? Like, there has to be something. Why did he come in all mad about the bees? Like, I don't know. What is this show telling me? What do you think she's even going to do with those bees, fandom? Why do they even need bees?
I don't know. What they were in part of the plans that we've heard, they're not needed.
I remember in the background when they were all kind of inside and everybody's doing their own thing. I noticed Stan. I don't even know if it was Stan, but the TV was on in the background talking about bees. And
no, you're right.
He goes somewhere, the drone or all the drone bees will follow. So they're going to get this queen bee to go somewhere and get the other bees to follow. I'm just wondering, how are they going to incorporate
How the hell did they use? Oh shit! I just remembered. Okay.
Yeah, see, I was right. I knew they're going to use. I told you these bees.
No, I mean it's a very small thing, so I can tell you, or do you want to just wait and see?
No,
we want to wait and see. Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
It's very small, but it's pretty cool how they do it.
Yeah, I knew that. Like I said, I don't know. He coming back cursing out these bees. There has to be something about it, or maybe they're going to be a problem later. But it just, why is he so upset about these fucking bees?
I don't know why he's upset, but for what the bees are going to be used for, you've already seen it. You've already seen the strategy play.
Yeah.
That's the only hint I'll give you. Yeah.
Well, RJ says that he wants a gun for the job. Like, does he have plans to shoot somebody already when this job is done, or is he just trying to be cool?
Off's gun. You mentioned you want a gun. They say don't hand the person the gun. They're gonna get the gun. Are they gonna shoot themselves or shoot someone? Is the question.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Why do you need this gun, AK? Like, it's obviously.
I think he's just trying to fit in.
He's just trying to be cool and be a part of.
He wants to be one of the big kids.
I mean, he was out there just riding a bike and already had a man pull a gun on him. So, I mean, at that point, I'm like, okay, this is dangerous. I'm probably going to need a gun in this job. Like, that was the easy part. And I already had a gun in my face. So let's go ahead and get me packed up.
No, but then he drew more suspicion if he actually did pull out his gun right there.
Oh, if he did right there. I'm just saying the fact that I've just started this job and the job won and I've already had a gun in my face, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have a gun from here on out. Like, go ahead and get me one. That's just that. I'm not trying to be out here not packing. Oh, Ray heads to Roger's home while he's away to hack his camera. And if Ray is really some big-time security guru, how was Ray able to just waltz right into his home? Like, it seems like it'd be a bit more secure than that. I mean, he walked in like it was just...
Hack the system.
It just looked like it was any Tom, Dick, or Harry's home. Just walked right in, just busted. Like, this is the biggest security financial guru in the States. And his home is just the easiest one to walk into. Come on.
I think it may have only been framed like that because he also has just that sense of entitlement, and he's still playing a role here. So he's believing, his own hype. He thinks he's untouchable, and when you get to that type of mentality, sometimes you go lax on shit that maybe you shouldn't be going lax on.
Perhaps. I was just like, what? Chick says at least wear a mask. Like, they got cameras around here. Something like, what is going on? Oh, I'd rather have a gun and not need it than exactly, Jake. That's what I'm saying. Once I've already had a gun in my face that early in the plan, I'm going to go ahead and be prepared. Just call me the Boy Scouts from here on out. He's like, oh, they probably foreshadowed the bees but haven't figured it out. Okay, says they've used it already. Can't wait to see how that goes. He gave the bees to the lawyer. Don't know why she would need them. Yeah, but she seems to know all parts of the plan. So
yeah, you've already seen what they're gonna be used for. You're just not quite putting the pieces together yet.
And like I said, we heard the background, like the queen bee goes and the other bees follow. So the queen bee somewhere and then get it. When Stan said what he wanted to do, we were already talking about it kind of. But when he said what he wanted to do after the heist. He said he wanted to do it with someone special. He didn't say his mom or Barbara, like I said, his current girlfriend. He just said someone special, which again leads me to believe that Stan is going to get rid of Bob so baby Huey can get back together with Judy. You just think I'm way off on that, Phantom?
No.
You think that's a possibility?
Most likely.
You think Gene Carter, he's got to have a plan to get rid of Bob, doesn't he? Like, is he really just letting a Bob jump in here and just create all this mayhem and not have a plan for it?
I think he has a plan to curb him, but not. I still don't think he's actively trying to set him up to be killed, though.
Maybe not killed, but definitely out of the picture when it comes to Judy. I just feel like that's a thing. So, of course, Bob and Stan are at each other's throats once again. And when Bob walks away, he tells Judy as soon as they get their chance, they're going to take it all for themselves. Like, they are already getting $1 billion apiece. Like, he already said, no package deal. We each get our own slice. Like, that's not enough for this greedy bastard? I hope he does get his.
He's not that smart. He is not that smart.
No, he wouldn't even know what to do with $1 billion. That'd be so
exactly.
And he wants to take it all now. No, the $1 billion's not enough. I want the whole $7. Get the hell out of here, man. Like, this guy. like I said, there's no way that Stan has him around without having plans for him. I'm not buying it. But when he suggested screwing over the rest of the crew, like Judy didn't even bat an eye, which leads me to believe that she knows that they probably already have plans for her current husband. Because she seems like she would have been more like, hey, you don't want to screw it, or, $2 billion's enough. She didn't bat an eye. She was just like, okay, yeah, whatever you want to do. So she just so scared she doesn't want to speak against him, or does she already know that basically these guys are going to have a plan to get rid of this guy, Phantom? What do you think?
The second one.
You think she's well aware?
Either she knows they have a plan, or for we know, she already came up with a plan with Petite Huey.
And then is it automatically Petite Huey? Because it's starting to kind of seem like her and Roy Jr. are starting to have a little thing for each other.
Nah, not at all. Nah, she's totally looking at him like that's her little brother that she's trying to help, not be as socially awkward as he is now.
Yeah, she's the one that
I don't see no romance sparks there at all.
That hug he gave her when she gave him the gun.
This ain't the CW, DJ. And
that hug seemed a little extra. There seemed to be just a little something there with that big hug. I don't know.
Nah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think she knows. I think she's well aware that these boys have plans for old Bob, and she's probably happy to do it because I think she's done with this guy. I think she's scared of him and wants him out of her life because he is a freaking moron. When Roger arrives at the party, Hannah's already there talking with Stefan, and she says it's dangerous, but very little risk on your part. What do you think she was talking about, Phantom, when she was talking to one of the triplets there? And is it in any way a plan to screw Roger? When Hannah was talking to the German guy, one of the three bad guys, and he was like, "Oh, it sounds dangerous." He's like, "Very little risk. It's already in plan, and it's very little risk to you." So would she be so brazen to be trying to set that guy up against Roger right there at the party, or was she really just doing what she said and talking about asset protection plans?
I don't think she's setting him up now.
Could be a bit of both.
This is just all part of the elaborate plan and just acting like she's playing her role.
Mm-hmm.
She's just playing her part. Because, yeah, when Roger woke up, she's like, oh, we're just discussing asset protection plans. Like, I don't know, was she lying about that? And then right then, old boy's like, yeah, can I talk to you? And now all of a sudden he's got different plans when they just brought these Barabons in, and now all of a sudden they want to switch them up instantly. Like, the timing on this is crazy.
Yeah.
But Ray already knew Roger had a family. Why did, when he was inside looking at those pictures, set him off so bad, AK?
I think because he's basically living the dream. Like that's where Giancarlo saw himself being by this time in his life, with his daughter, with his wife, and off on some cool little nest egg that he put together from some heist, and enjoying life. But he doesn't have that.
So knowing it's one thing, but actually seeing it with his eyes and seeing that he's like, they're happy. The fact that he saw that they were happy, I think that's like, no, he doesn't get to have all this after what he did to me. But yeah, that was just crazy. It's like, you already knew what the situation this man's in. Like, why is seeing just a picture of his family going to set you off so bad? But he just couldn't handle it. But back at the party, the triplets have a private meeting with Roger and tell him they'd like the bonds he just transferred into his vault moved into something less problematic. And Roger tries to tell him that he's not set up to make $7 billion just disappear overnight. And I was like, wait a minute. The timing of this is starting to sound just ridiculously convenient. He needs $7 billion to disappear at the exact same time Ray just happens to be ready to rob him with said $7 billion. I don't know. What do you think?
You would think he would have to know that you can't wash that amount of money that quickly. It's impossible.
I mean, these are bearer bonds that didn't have to be rated because they were pre-1982. So, I mean, they're kind of just lost money in the background. I mean, they didn't have to be registered because they're pre-1982. So, I mean, just who even knows what's there and how much is there? It's just the fact of where they came from. I think they're basically Nazi bearer bonds, and that's why they can't cash them because it looks bad. And all the governments of the world are basically looking at these three because they know they're the most corrupt. Basically on the doing it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was some slick edit. I just think that seems kind of convenient that the triad needs that $7 billion to disappear at the exact same time Ray's just ready to steal the $7 billion and make it disappear. Like that timing just seemed just incredibly convenient to me. It's like, is he hooking up with them? Is he part of the triplets? Did he tell them what's going on? And now he let them know that he's going to steal the money just so they can go after Roger to screw him or make him be responsible for it. Like,
actually, I can see Ava like working with the triplets. Actually,
oh, for sure, for sure.
Y'all gonna stop selling in this woman's name?
Oh, are you kidding me? That might have been who she might have been on the phone with Stefan. Stefan saying, "Hey, tell me something," and she's like, "I can't give you information I don't have." Like, yeah, because if she's gonna screw Ray, I mean, obviously they seem pretty tight. Like they've been tight together for. If she's gonna screw him for anybody, it's gonna be for the billionaires running the world. Like that's the people that can bring her up and take her to the next level. So of course she would screw Ray. Like that would be the people she'd be working with. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. Like I could see Ava working with the triplets by the end of it, definitely. But that was some slick editing, having us watch Ray pick up the phone and then having Roger receive an ominous call. Like, what's up, AK? Did you think that was Ray calling and threatening Roger with the blackmail the whole time? Because that's how they edited it and made it look. I know that's what me and
no, Ray's the ex-employee guy, right?
Ray's Giancarlo. Remember his hand was shaking, but they showed him pick up a phone, and then the very next scene, you see Roger getting a call from somebody with their voice disguised wanting 4.3 mil. It's like, all right.
There's a lot of moving parts there.
So yeah, that
is all I can say.
That was just kind of crazy. Like I said, me and Phantom both thought like, oh, I thought that's Giancarlo just messing with him doing that. So nope, that ended up not being it.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying you're right either. I think you should put a pin in that and look for more evidence.
Right. Because they showed it by the end that it was a voice saying that.
Then it got weird because literally in that what they call the places during the whole massage or whatever, not the massage. Or whatever, but
when he was getting his eyes scanned,
no, in the heat room.
Oh, in the sauna, yeah,
like he was about ready to kill him. Like, why would you kill him now? But yet, not so long ago, you was paying him for money. Like, which is which?
Well, he thought it was over, and he just wasn't going to let this guy live have a happy ending. He's like, if I got to do it myself and just take this man out, let me just take this man out. But you do not get the happy ending after what you did to me. I'll kill you myself if I got to. That's what that was.
I think it was more of, at some point in time, that's going to loop back around. And he's going to say, yo, I could have killed you right there if I wanted to. You wouldn't have seen shit coming.
Maybe. And to think, I think, it almost, like, how would he not know that he was there? Again, you're just the head of security. It seems like you should be more aware of your surroundings. That was just weird. But back at the spot, while talking to her kid sister, Hannah mentioned that she was afraid she would forget why she's really there. Do you think Hannah's using her little sister in her ultimate plan to scam Roger and the company? Do you think she has her there as a plant phantom to play a role later?
Hannah's little sister.
The little.
Yeah, her roommate. That's her little sister.
What?
Yeah, I think that's the family that Ava put Hannah in when she found her new family. It was that.
Yeah, I definitely got to rewatch the first episode because I thought that was her girlfriend.
Oh yeah, no, that's her sister. Yep, I know, that's crazy, right? And remember, like she was living with her sister. I mean, I guess it could have been part of the scam, but then when she needed to scam that other chick to get all her codes or whatever, that's the girl she was girlfriends with. And then she got the code and then ghosted her.
Mm-hmm. That I remember.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's her little sister that she hooked up with a job. So I don't know. Do you think like she really just hooked her up with a job? It was just the way she said, like, remember what you're really doing here. Has me thinking like, ooh, is she going to be part of the plan? Like, has she got her?
Yeah, I think she's part of the plan.
You think so?
Look, the question has already been answered.
Really?
It's just like the B thing. Oh. You've seen what that part of the plan is going to be. You just don't know that that's what that is.
Because all she's done is push papers around. She says she's a paper pusher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Part of the plan she's already done, but I'm excited to see it all unfold. Like I said, I'm loving this episode. I'm loving this series so far. But upstairs, Rajiv has discovered the back door Ray put in years ago, and without it, there's no sneaking into the vault undetected. So, how sick is this man to have the foresight, like we were saying earlier, and the patience to set this thing up just ages ago? Just
years.
Man,
like this character right here, this guy, the way he's moving in the background in the shadows, this is Peter Baelish level of shadow casting and going doing fucking shit up and from the background for a decade now. This is who should have fucking been Peter Baelish in damn Game of Thrones. Not that I like Baelish. Fuck that guy. But he's a clever bastard. He's a clever ass bastard.
He'll be in the next Game of Thrones. It'll be like the next Peter Baelish.
Or just watch Mandalorian. Boom. There you go.
Oh yeah, he is.
Is he like this in Mandalorian? I don't know.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, Jake says Roger may be insured. This might be a giant insurance scam. Or maybe that's the way he's going to go out and get rid of the triplets bearer bonds. That'd be something. I think less for her for getting with Bob. Yeah, I don't like Judy being with Bob. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. I mean, obviously she was on the outside. She was trying to get some new phone cards so baby Huey didn't get lynched inside, but she just picked the absolute worst way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
$7 billion definitely goes a long way. Gold's your best bet, but gold is even heavier than the bearer bonds and harder to move. So yeah, that's not easy. Not easy. I think they wanted us to think it was Ray with that phone call for sure. The editing, absolutely, we're supposed to think that. 7 years, I figured you'd find a better safe guy than Bob. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing, the Giant Tamer was pointing out, like this last one was 5 days before the heist, and you're just now introducing new things that's going on with this job and how you're going to do it. Like what? Like this should have been planned. Everybody should know this by the back of their hand. And we're 5 days out, and you're still showing like what this is and what you're going to do. Like, come on. Something that's not adding up with this timeline. That didn't make sense at all. But that was pretty smooth how they got the graph of Roger's face using the eye drops. But did Ray leave that watch askew on purpose just to mess with Roger's head? Or was he just slipping a little bit, fandom? Because when Ava asked if something spooked him, Ray said that he got out of his place clean and proper. But we see that he definitely did not. Like when Giancarlo broke into Roger's house and he messed with those watches, did he leave that watch askew on purpose just to mess with him? Or was that just an accident, him slipping because he was so messed up?
Wow, I was muted this whole time. So yeah.
Oh no, I was like, all right, let me just keep going until he gets in.
Good job.
But yeah, I thought the same way. It's like he had to have done something specific. I think I would call those people that like with like the smallest of detail, like they would notice something's out of place. Escaping my mind. But just
OCD.
like OCD. Yeah, OCD. It's like I was like, okay, he must know like he has it because he would know like, wait a minute, someone had to been in my place. And then these calls, something's up.
Yeah, definitely. There's no way. But and like I'll say, so what do you think? You think he did that on purpose or was he slipping?
No, I think he purposely did that.
I think he did it on purpose.
I agree.
He wanted to mess with him. But then again, so does he know that Ava's a double agent and that's why he lied to her? Because he looked her right in her face and said, I got out of there clean and proper. Knowing damn well he didn't. Purposely probably didn't.
Nah, I don't think he...
Well, he lied to Ava. What's that?
I don't think he is... I don't think he assumed that she is.
Then why did he lie to her? Agent. Why is he lying to her?
What was it? A lie?
It was. He said, she said something spooked him. That's why he went in and checked and found these back doors. Something must have spooked him. And she looked at him and he's like, it wasn't me. I got out of there clean and proper. Knowing damn well he didn't. He purposely moved, or not purposely, left that watch to. Now, if he didn't remember he left the watch and it was an accident, then he could look her in the eye and it's not a lie. But we all think he did it on purpose, which means he looked her right in the eye and lied. Said, I got out of there clean and proper. No, you didn't.
Something spooked him. That the something could have been the phone calls.
Well, yeah, they could have.
It didn't necessarily have to be that watch being out of place.
It didn't. But the fact that she said something spooked him and he lied and said, I got out of there clean and proper, whether that was the thing that spooked him or not, that's what he told Ava, which means he purposely lied to her. Why would he do that?
I don't think he lied. I mean, well, at least I'm not seeing it as a lie. because to me it seems like he's in there doing all of that on purpose. So the clean getaway is he got in, got what he needed to do, left that little thing askew as already part of the plan, because that was part of the plan, just to fuck with his head, and then he got out.
Well, then why not tell Ava that? Yeah, I fucked with his head. I left the thing. Yeah, I fucked with it. Like, why not just say
because
it?
Because she probably already knew that part. Because he's been 100% with everything, with all of their interactions, telling her exactly what he's done.
Has he? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. He looked her right in the eye and said, "I got out clean and proper," when he didn't, and we didn't see that he didn't until after that conversation. Which again, I think is supposed to be showing us he's lying to her for some reason. Why would he be doing that? Because, like I said, she asked, he said, "Nope, I got out clean and proper." No, he didn't, and he knew it.
To him, he did. But that's all I'm saying.
If he's part of the plan, like you're saying, but the fact that they showed us that after tells me that that's not. They're trying to show something. And Jake says nothing spooked him anyways. The other guy found the back door. The other guy found the back door because he was spooked about that. He wanted to know how that guy knew about his past, and he told them to run stuff back down. And that's when Rajiv found the back door, because he told them to go back because he was indeed spooked. So yeah, he was spooked. That's why he told Rajiv to go find that, and then he did. But yeah, that was smooth how they got that graph, though. I can't wait to see what they're going to use the graph to, when he got his face. I don't know what that is, but probably just break into the safe, another part of it, because he's got so many things he got to do. His face, something that he holds, and then the temperature thing. Did you realize that the man Roger went to see? I was already asking, but I can't remember. Phantom, did you realize that the man Roger went to see that was blackmailing him was indeed Andrew, the one that Hannah set up and got fired for stealing?
Indeed. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, shoot, Netflix got money to bring him back.
I had no idea. I just thought this was some random guy. It wasn't until we went back and watched the first episode that we're like, oh, my God, that's him. Like, yeah, I hadn't even put the two and two together yet. Did you already know that, AK?
That
the guy that was blackmailing Roger was the one that he had fired for stealing from him?
I recognized that was him in that situation, but that's about all I can say.
Oh, so that's the toughest.
Put a pin in that, a very large pin.
Yeah, obviously he's going to be coming back. I thought he was just gone, but it looks like he's going to be a recurring character. And yeah, that was one of the best parts about going back and rewatching. It's tough doing it week to week because you kind of forget about stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, I will pull an AK clause here though. I'm saying put a pin in it because the situation is going to pop back into your head when something else happens. He's not coming back though. The guy himself is not coming back.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like if they showed him a second time, I feel like he's going to come back another time. We'll see though, but I feel like he's going to come back or at least make another appearance for something. Oh, but yeah, we'll see. This also revealed that it wasn't Ray calling and harassing Roger. It was indeed this Andrew guy, his ex-employee. And how big a dipshit is that guy? Like, he's threatening to expose Roger, saying he knows who he really is. If he knows who that man really is, then he should know he should be thinking twice. Like, that man won't think twice about having you killed. So you might want to think twice about threatening this man. What's that?
DJ, think about everything you just said.
Yeah, he's a dipshit. Yeah, exactly.
No, I said everything, and that's the one thing you focus in on. No, think about all of those reasons that you just listed, and just ask yourself if you're seeing what you're really supposed to be seeing.
This guy, well, I see that this guy is saying that he knows who Roger really is, and he said he gave him a price. He wants his $4.3 million, and if not, there's going to be consequences. Yeah, there's going to be consequences. You about to die. Like, how are you threatening this man? You have nothing. You couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper sack. This man has a henchman with a gun. You already threatened to pull it out on you. How are you going to threaten this man?
Exactly.
So what? Did my eyes and ears lie to me? Did I not just sit there and watch him threaten him?
I can't answer that without spoiling.
You know what? I wonder when the first time he got the call in the beginning of the episode. Was it really
fandom?
Was it really exactly? Was it really Andrew? Maybe it wasn't. It was Leo. And then another call about the money. That was Andrew. That was it. So then maybe when he did lie to Ava when he said, "Oh, you spooked him." In fact, he did indeed lie.
In fact, he didn't spook him, or he did spook him?
He did spook him the first time around when he said, like, I'm going to ruin you.
Yeah, he said, he didn't ask for any money the first time.
Yeah.
He just said that. So, yeah, that could have definitely been Jan, and it could have been the other guy that's asking for money. So that could have been two different calls. But it still doesn't stop the fact that this man did call asking for money. And you really think this guy's going to pay you everything he's worth and not just have you killed? Like, what? How does this make any sense? Any sense? Okay, I'll just give my whole life worth and let you talk shit to me and come ask you for a job when it's over. Okay, we'll just do that. Are you kidding me? Your throat is about to be slit. Get the heck. We already see he can't fight his way out of a wet paper sack. Did you see how thin that bag was he got choked out with? Dude, put your fingers in it. Like, you wonder why I got nails? Shit, pop that right open and start breathing. Come on. Like, what are you doing?
That was hilarious. Then the guy literally ate a French fry right afterwards.
Ate his French fry. Ooh, with Samuel Jackson on him.
Put all of that on a list.
Yeah, that was insanity. I was just like, come on. But yeah, that was, I don't know. Oh, man. This also revealed that it wasn't Ray harassing, so we do think it is going to be Ray that made one of those calls at least. But yeah, I don't know. This guy, you, sir, are out of your league. I cannot believe he was talking that much smack. I do think one of those calls at least was him, and he's an idiot for making it. But that was, again, like that thin-ass plastic bag that guy used to kill you, and you couldn't just pop a hole in it and start breathing. Like, you just need to be dead. Like, you are worthless. Are you kidding me? But then Roger almost gets some karma back as Ray's just ready to strangle him the same way that guy just got in the sauna to be done with it. But listening to the story about the storm, he gets an idea, and the job is back on. So you really thought, like, you thought it was something else? You didn't just think it was like, if you don't get to live a happy ending, I'll just kill you right here. You thought there was something more to that? You think it's going to be more like, oh, I could have killed you if I wanted to, like you're only alive because I let you live?
That was my thought. Because eventually Roger's going to put all these clues together. And he's going to figure out that some paths he thought he knew what was going down, that was a complete red herring. And what it creates is diversions for him to put his attention on, so he's not looking at what is actually happening. It's like one of the greatest sleight of hands, figuratively ever done.
What do you think, Phantom? Is there any way that any part of this crew right now is working for Roger on the down low?
Maybe Bob. I don't know if Bob is that smart.
Bob ain't that smart.
Yeah. That's like the only person, honestly.
What if
unless it's RJ? Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. What if it's RJ? What if the same way Hannah's a plant in Roger's office? What if Roger put a plant in Giancarlo's spot? This guy just showed up. He's living in the trailer. He'd be there, being able to keep all eyes on Ray at all times. Like, what if we find out that RJ is actually Roger's plant on him to keep his eyes on him?
How would that work? Because as far as Ray knows, Roger is dead. He wouldn't know to send RJ anywhere.
Does he though? What if he doesn't believe he's dead?
Nah.
Maybe, but yeah.
He's good. He's good at planning, but he ain't that good.
I mean, dude, it's easy to break into his house. He almost had a man walk up onto him, a sauna, and choke him out. Like, he's obviously not that.
I mean, well, he's fucking with a master thief that knows like his every move, though. And you'll see why he knows all those moves.
He might know those moves, but I just don't understand how he can be the head of such a large security firm and just be so unaware of his surroundings all the time. It's just killing me. But Leo tells the crew his new plan, and there's going to be the use of the incoming storm to get past the heat sensors. And that's a little ballsy, all of a sudden, just going to trust the weather and a storm to fit into your plans for a robbery. I mean, I guess for $7 billion, it's worth the risk, but my God. Like,
when it's a big-ass storm that's coming in, yeah. Have you seen storms in New York before?
Man,
when the shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan.
You can start swimming.
Man,
seriously.
It needs to be so precise and so perfect, and you're using the storm and the weather, the fickle weather, to come in to make this.
It's literally a hurricane on the way. There's nothing fickle about that.
Oh man, that's crazy to me. But hey, $7 billion, let's get it. What were they trying to tell us on like how Roger's son didn't want to go to school next semester? Like I was saying, like you don't think there's going to be a bigger way he's going to fit into all this? Like, why did they even show us this character? Are we going to find, like I said, I think we might find out that he's the father of Hannah's baby. What's up, Phantom? Why did they even introduce this?
That would be messed up.
That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I think he's going to be the dad of Hannah's baby.
Ew, no.
And that'll be the sick tie-in. These two hate each other and want to kill each other, and now they're both going to be grandpas.
Nah.
Oh,
I don't see that at all.
That'd be a sick twist. I would love it. If I called that, it'd be amazing. The FBI agent says she got that tip from her favorite informant about the heist about to go down. What's up? Who do you think her mole is, Phantom?
Ava.
Ava?
Unless it's RJ, then I'm like, wow.
Guys.
He wants more than a drum set.
Or, here's a thought. Let's remember that we're fucking with Giancarlo here. Maybe that was a fake tip.
Could be. Could be. Or she's a druggie and Judy's a chemist. So maybe she's keeping Judy out of jail and using her as an informant.
No. I think Judy would be so obtuse to becoming an informant like that. Nah.
I don't know. I'm like all options open.
At least not for this situation. I don't think she would do that.
You don't think anyone is in Ray's camp? Do you mean Rogers?
I agree. Yeah, I think he means Rogers. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think anyone's in Rogers' camp.
Ray may have told him who Roger is. Ray may have told who Roger is. Really is. I don't remember who this
I'm talking about the guy, the ex-employee.
Oh, maybe.
But also that guy, if I remember correctly, he was like head of security. Like he was like the right-hand guy at the company. So I think that's why he had access to all.
Yeah, I think he would have been able to dig and find it on his own. Absolutely. So yeah, Jake's on that.
Fake tip.
Yep, Jake's on that one. It could be the fake tip, all part of the plan. And I think I don't know if it was a fake tip, but I think the tip was purpose. I just don't know. She said our favorite mole. So she's gotten information from this person before. But again, when we saw everybody kind of doing their thing, getting ready for this, one of the things we saw was RJ on a sewing machine sewing FBI patches together, making his own FBI patches. So what I think is they're going to call these FBI agents to the scene, knock them out, and then steal their, identification, their jackets or whatever, have their patches on their shirts that they already have, and they're going to go in as fake FBI agents as part of the heist. That's
unnecessary. Unnecessary. He's the driver, and I think that what he's making is just like part of a uniform that's going to keep eyes off of them.
Well, maybe he's the driver that's going to be sitting there in the car, and that's why nobody will be able to tell him to move it along, because he'll show his FBI patch and that he's an FBI agent and he's supposed to, or allowed to be wherever he's parked. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
He was definitely making an FBI patch. Like they showed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They showed him phone and then they showed the patch. So I was like, he's making an FBI patch. It has to be for a reason. So maybe that's it. So he can just sit in the car and nobody can shoo him along because he's FBI. Yep. He'll be allowed to be there. So maybe that's what that was. You agree with all that, Phantom?
Possibly.
You think there's something else?
Yeah, something we haven't seen yet.
Still more to come. Are they going to call them to the scene? And then, like I said, I think they're going to call them to the scene, knock them out, use their badges. And yeah, like I said, maybe just let them sit there so nobody can make them leave so we can keep the van or whatever's there. Because we see they're making an FBI van, or they're making a van like the ones that deliver all that stuff. So they're making an SLS van to make it look like it's part of their armory van that's supposed to be there. So we'll see how that all comes together. And again, the fact that Stefan just happened to call Roger right before the storm and then say, I'll call you after the storm and maybe you'll have better news for me then. I mean, again, it just seems a little bit too convenient with the timing of all of this. Like all of a sudden this heist is supposed to go on during the storm and Stefan just happens to call right before and says, I'll call you right after. Like, I mean, is that not just too convenient, Phantom?
Very convenient.
Doesn't he have to? I mean, what part do you think he's playing in all this? Is he in on the heist, or is that just story plot, or what's going on with the triplets in this?
For me, for the triplets, is story plot.
So you don't think Stefan's like, you don't think Ray and Stefan are partners about anything or partnered in on anything?
No.
I think Ray, like you're saying, Ray may have told Andrew who Roger is. I think Ray may have gotten a hold of Stefan to tell him who he is. And that's why Stefan called and broke it down like, oh, I like a man who has secrets, especially when I know him. And he said that he knew him because I don't think he knew before that. I think Ray just called him and told him about that. What do you think about that, AK?
I think that the triplets are in a position of privileged power that they could have had their own people dig into it and find that information.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
I don't think Ray had anything to do with that.
But the timing of it, just calling before the storm when this heist is about to go on during the storm, and he calls right before, and then just says, that's a little too much of a poink-a-dink for me. Do you think Roger knows about the heist and is going to use it to help the triplets with their problem, Phantom? Do you already think that Roger knows this heist is coming and he's going to use that to get rid of these Barabons since the triplets are asking him to do just that anyway?
I don't think he knows it's coming.
You know? God, again, the timing of this just seems way too convenient for everything. But it could just be the story plot, Armor. Maybe that is it. Why did Judy decide to give RJ a gun at the last minute, AK?
Because she's trying to look out for her play little brother. And while everyone else is laughing at him, saying, "Oh, you can't have no gun," blah blah blah, she's like, it's kind of like if you remember in Lord of the Rings when what's her name with the blonde chick that was trying to get with Aragorn had Mary with her. Yes. Wait, no, that's Liv Tyler's character, the Rohan chick.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
When she took Mary with her to the battlefield and got him armor, made sure he had a right size sword and whatnot, just looking out for her tiny little brother. I think that's the same thing here.
But I mean, last time he asked for a gun, she just walked over with a bottle of tequila and started dumping it down his throat. So
that's because he was being razzed by her ex and her current, and she just needed to find a way to make that stop. So here, give the kids some drinks. They shut up because they see he's just talking shit, and he feels like part of the group. Story done.
Your way makes more sense. I still think these two are hooking up in the end. I don't know. I think Baby Huey's going to be heartbroken. It's going to be RJ taking Judy, and Baby Huey's just going to be dead.
Oh, wow.
Well, all is set up, and it's now or never. They say, "What's the word, Ray?" And Ray says, "It's go time."
It's go time.
It is on. Oh, fade to blue. I like the way they started this one with blue and ended it with blue for the blue episode. What's up, Phantom? What do we think all in all for the blue episode?
Not bad, not bad.
They got you intrigued with this one? You liking this series and where it's going?
Yep. I just wish it wasn't we doing this weekly. I could have binged it all.
I could have already known what's happening. Oh, man, I like guessing because there is a lot going on. It's like I want to see how much of this are we getting close or are we just way off in left field? It's just, I can't wait to see where they bring this one and how they land it. This is just too much. Oh, Jake says that patch is why I thought it was a fake tip. Yeah, I mean, there has to be something. I mean, there's something dilated. They showed it him sewing one, so there has to be something to it. Oh, well, we got just a couple trivia questions. Sounds like we're all in. We like the blue episode. Let's see what we remember about it trivia-wise. If you know these answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, write them in the comment section down below. Roger Sellis was head of the company SLS. What did that company do? What does the company Roger Sellis is the head of do? What are they?
They like cyber, specialize in security and cybersecurity or something like that.
Close enough. Financial security firm. Yeah. Absolutely. How many jobs did Ray say it would take to beat Roger Sellis?
7.
Absolutely 7.
There's not 7 of them in that room.
Well, it doesn't need one person for each job. You just got to do 7 jobs. I mean, there could be multiple people on all the jobs.
Yep.
What was job number 1?
Getting the code. Or, well, the radio frequency or whatever. And all that.
505 Wall Street, cloning the codes. Absolutely. Which team was Bob watching on his phone?
Oh, fuck.
What team was Bob watching on his phone?
Falcons, Seahawk. I feel like it was a bird. I could be wrong.
You're in the right sport, I'll tell you that. But it wasn't that. And how much was said team up by?
I think it was 2 or 3 points.
That is incorrect. That's a deep dive. What video game did RJ compare his bike ride to get the job done?
Was it Paperboy?
What video game did RJ compare his bike ride
Temple
to?
Run?
Oh, was it GTA?
It absolutely was GTA. Well done. Oh, Jake got it. Look at Jake go. He's got a couple of them coming back here. He said, Baby Huey should move on. She's cute, but not if I'm a billionaire. That's what we think.
I mean, also her personality is low key trash, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. But she's involved with criminals. That's her life. What's she gonna do? Jake Cruz, absolutely correct. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Well done, you. And it was 7 jobs to get it done. Got that one. Well done, you. And it was GTA. Was absolutely correct. You guys are crushing it. What magazine was Ray looking at that had Roger Salas on the cover?
Is it Forbes or Time?
Pick one.
Times.
It was Forbes. I'm
gonna take that because I said Forbes first.
You did indeed. We're gonna give it to you. How much was each bond worth that they were gonna steal?
Oh goodness, like 100,000.
Absolutely correct. 1K, 100K. Look at you, just knocking it out of the park. Good Lord.
That one was totally a guess. I did not remember this shit.
Where was Stan going to buy a vineyard if they pulled off the job successfully?
I'm going to assume Italy, but I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
I don't remember where he said he would go.
California or was it Florida?
Incorrect. You know this answer? Put it in the chat box. You're writing it. Watching later, put it in the comment section down below. Where did Stan say he wanted to spend his life with someone special at a vineyard the rest of his life? And where did Bob say he was going to post up after the heist?
Someplace stupid.
Mexico?
Assholes have dreams too. I'm going to be on the pink beaches of...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, with pink sand.
Pink sand of...
So was in Mexico?
I'm positive.
Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands.
Jake says Spain. That is also incorrect.
Yeah,
I don't know where pink sand resides.
Somewhere with pink sand.
I don't know, Hawaii.
You got most of the destinations except the one he said. Oh, if we didn't know that one, this is going to be a real deep dive. Where did Judy say she would end up?
Oh, where
the
monarch butterflies die.
Where the monarch butterflies go to die.
Yeah, I don't remember the freaking name of the place.
That's a weird name.
Which is kind of depressing. Like, you want to go to a place where they die?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say you're going to die at the end of this or some shit?
Well, yeah, she's the end of the line. Like her dad and then her, and then she's the end of the line, which means I guess she's not thinking about having any kids.
No, I think, and I think she's going there because it has that sentimental value for her.
She said that.
And she definitely don't want the dumbass coming with her to ruin the aesthetic.
Bob wasn't even in it. Like she already said, Bob's going there. She's like, well, I'm going here. So obviously she's not playing that. Like I didn't hear Bob in that. Baby Huey.
This dumbass really think like he about to freaking steal all of that shit by himself. Fucking idiot.
Oh. You're right there, Jake. But they actually said the name of the town.
In Mexico.
That is correct, but they actually said the name of the town.
I don't.
We'll give you half a point for that one. Well done.
I don't know about it.
Where was my point for Mexico?
Because you answered it for oh boy, that was incorrect.
Someone wanted to go to Mexico.
Somebody was going to Mexico, damn it. What did RJ want to buy with his money?
Oh, drum set from Man and Garbage or something.
Yeah, there you go. You remember his name?
No.
Points. I mean, you definitely win right there. Drum set from the Drummer of Garbage. Absolutely. His name was Butch Viggs. Well done. Mm-hmm. What's Roger's wife's name?
Annabelle.
Think anime.
Tina. Anime, where the hell you going? Yeah. I mean, look, you said anime. Okay, that's the first thing I think of when with that.
It just seems like an anime name to me.
Anime. Okay, I heard that completely wrong. Oh. I heard anime, which was Tina Turner's actual first real name.
Oh, I was like, Tina? How do you get Tina anime? I was like, what?
I didn't hear anime. I heard anime.
Sakura?
What'd you say?
Sakura?
Sakura. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. How'd you pull that
Well
up?
done.
Because
well
that's
done.
Naruto's. That's his crush, but he doesn't end up with her.
Because he's a dumbass.
That's awesome.
No.
Is that an anime thing you guys are talking?
No.
No. That's just if you know Naruto or just like hear about it. Like he always fond of this one chick named Sakura who like doesn't give him the time of day. He never gets with her. He
Because
gets with
she's
someone
smart.
else.
Wow. Yeah,
And useless.
See, I knew nothing about it. I just knew that name sounded anime-like to me.
And she ends up being with freaking Sasuke, this emo kid who wanted to freaking.
Fucking Sasuke.
Oh my god. Reeling it back. I have no idea about any of that. Don't watch anime, just knew that.
Sorry, off topic. Our bad.
Oh. What are the three heads of the World Banks known as?
The triplets.
Absolutely correct. How much did the blackmailer on the phone demand from Roger?
48 million or 400 million, something or other.
I've said it a couple times.
30 mil.
No, I know there was a 4 in there.
There was a 4 in there.
34 mil.
400 billion, 400 million.
How much did the blackmailer on the phone demand from Roger? What's
4
up,
mil?
Got that one?
483 something or other.
That was messed up. His wife took the kid and left him.
Getting closer. Who is Roger's regular eye doctor? Deep dive. Oh man, you get this.
Oh wait, well we know it's not Baby Huey.
Yeah, right. Who is Roger's regular eye doctor?
And that was actually happening to him. Then I'm like, wait, no, because they needed it for the scan.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, where do they meet up if the job goes south? Where's the meetup spot if the job goes south?
I want to say somewhere south of the border, but I don't know for sure.
Another deep dive.
So they're probably gonna.
Is it the warehouse?
Incorrect.
So they're gonna fail then, since they say, "Oh, we need a meetup spot."
Well, I mean, I think no. He's just putting that in a contingency plan.
You are so close, Jake.
3.5 million.
Not that kind of close.
Million. 3.48.
Like I said, not that kind of close. Oh man. Well, yep, if you know that last one, write it down in the comment section. That's going to do it for us. Any comments? You guys doing a trivia tomorrow? Anything going on for tomorrow? Anything going on this weekend you want to tell the people about?
We're actually doing a round of Jackbox games tomorrow on the Citadel Trivia channel. So you can tune in for that around 8 p.m. Eastern is I'll say is when we're going to start. And then Saturday around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on John Webster Film with J-Dubs and Voice of Geekdom. We're going to talk about Picard Season 3. So if you're a Trekkie, come through on John's channel for that.
Excellent. It looks like we're getting out of here just in time because I see that little antenna coming up like we're going to be stalling out. I don't know what's causing that. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. We're going to be back with episode Orange on Tuesday. So make sure you get episode Orange watched, and we're going to be back talking about it. Other than that, I hope everybody has an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys on Tuesday. Be easy, everybody. We'll see you then.